such a pleasure to have you here. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So I must bring you back to 11 years ago when you were in Shanghai for the first Shanghai Tennis Masters Cup, when you took the title and finished as world #1. How memorable was that to you?
Yeah, it was obviously really special. Coming in, I'd held the #1 ranking the whole year, 2002, and won Wimbledon during that year as well. So, I won the Masters Cup and got #1 in Sydney the previous November. So to come to Shanghai and defend that title, obviously, and the top 8 in the Masters Cup, it's the cream of tennis, really. So to come out and every match I could remember was sort of on a knife's edge, and ended up beating Safin to get through to the semis, and then Federer in the semis. And
beating Federer in the final, a semi-final,
semis, and then won Carlos Ferrero in the final in 5 sets.
An
so,
epic final.
Yeah, so it was a lot of great memories, obviously, and it's always special to come back to Shanghai.
Now, obviously, you know about the top draw this time and top half of the draw in this tournament. And interesting, a lot of people are looking forward to the battle, a showdown, another deja vu between you and Roger. What do you say about it? What do you make of it?
Yeah, well, I've got to play Seppi first round. So for me, you don't take anyone easily whatsoever. Seppi and I have had some really tough battles in the past, so I look forward to that challenge on Tuesday, and if I can get through that, then I get an opportunity to play Roger. And obviously he's one of the greatest players of all time, and such a quality player. He's had big wings here in Shanghai as well, so I'd look forward to the opportunity.
You're over 30, pardon me for reminding you of a little bit of your age. On the other hand, you got a family and kids, everything. Do you think the focus is already has been shifted to more the family-oriented matters?
Obviously your priorities change, but for me, when what still motivates me are the Grand Slams, and obviously playing Davis Cup for Australia, and we were able to get back in the world group for next year, which is a massive goal of mine.
When you're on court, you're never really timid. Where do you get this kind of determination and unflinching, mind? Does it come with your? I mean, were you born with that, or something that you actually grew with?
No, I'm not sure. I think a lot of it's probably you're born with, and your personality in a lot of ways, and it's something you just don't switch on and off. For me, I've always been a competitive kid when I was growing up in Australia. It didn't matter what sport or what activity I was doing. I always wanted to give 100% and try and win. And I love playing Australian rules football back in Australia when I was growing up, and I think I take that mentality a lot of times onto the tennis court.
If I have to ask you to pick one proudest moment in your sporting career up to this point, what would that be?
It's hard to really name one. As a kid growing up, you have dreams, and the 3 massive dreams for me were to win a Grand Slam, to win a Davis Cup once, and obviously touch #1 in the world. And by the age of 20, I was able to have all 3. So it is really hard. Obviously, in terms of tournaments, Wimbledon is seen as probably the pinnacle, I think, back in Australia. So for me, there's been so many great winners of Wimbledon. So that the hold up the gold trophy, on that centre court, which the tradition there and the buzz, it's pretty hard to beat. But doing it, winning the Davis Cup in a team environment for your country and having the support, that gives you goosebumps as well. So, it's hard to split the difference.
So how many more years are we going to see Lleyton on court, actively involved in tennis?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't put a date on it or a time at the moment. I'm still enjoying it, obviously. A big goal for me this year was to get back in the world group of Davis Cup, and we were able to do that. So, next February we get the opportunity to play France in France, and I look forward to that. We've got a young team, so after that we'll just wait and see.
What about the injury issue? I know sometimes it bugs you quite a bit, and if not for this issue, do you foresee yourself in the foreseeable future playing a bit longer than expected? Or?
Well, the body's really good now, and that's probably one of the main reasons why I am still playing at this age. I didn't really always picture myself playing into my 30s, but it was more so that I had 4 or 5 years there, sort of my late 20s, where I had 5 different surgeries. So that sort of kept me out of the game, and I'm the kind of player that wants to play a lot of matches and get that match toughness back. So that's sort of taken some time, but I feel like obviously at the US Open, beating a guy like Del Potro in 5 sets in the second round, I can still go out there. Wawrinka in straight sets at Wimbledon first round, so I can still go out there and match it with the best guys.
Sure.
It'll be my call when I want to hang him up.
I can just somehow feel the burning desire is still there, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. To play on the big stage against the quality players, that's why I still play the game.
What will happen to you after you really call it quits?
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I'd probably still be involved in tennis in some way. I've done a little bit
commentator, analyst.
Yeah, well, I've done a little bit of commentary during the Australian Open
and
for
we
Channel
noticed
7,
that.
and I've enjoyed that. It's not something that I thought I would get into, but I have enjoyed it. And obviously Davis Cup is where my passion is, and I'm sure I'll have some capacity with Tennis Australia, whether it's Australian Open or Davis Cup. So we'll wait and see.
All right, former world number one, Lleyton Hewitt. Such a pleasure talking to you, brother.
Thank you, mate.
Lots of luck down the line.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks.